He stands, not on land, not in light, but in the breath between tides. His body, carved from the bones of ancient stone, rises where waves cannot reach, where even the sea forgets to breathe. Phorcys does not speak. He listens, not to voices, but to the pressure beneath all things. The ocean remembers him. The cliffs lean into his silence. The mist curls around his form, as if to touch what cannot be held. He is not the storm. He is the weight beneath it. He is not the wave. He is the stillness that drags it downward. The surface trembles. The winds scream. But beneath it all, he remains. The stone of his form is older than names, older than salt, older than the gods who fled the sea. Cracks run deep through him, each one a trench, each line a forgotten depth, not carved by hand, but by time, and by truths that sank too far to return. He stands, not to guard, not to threaten, but to be. And in that being, there is something heavier than motion, something darker than night. The silence of the sea is not absence. It is memory. Phorcys holds that silence, as if it were the last light. At the bottom of the world, he has no need for sound. The pressure of presence is louder. Fish scatter before him. Ships creak above him. And the air itself slows. His eyes do not move. But they see. Not what is he, but what lies beneath. What sleeps in the dark. What watches back. He does not rise. He does not fall. He remains. Even as the tides forget their rhythm. Even as coral turns to dust. Even as time spills into the abyss. He remains. The world above shifts, erodes, rebuilds. But the depths, they hold. And he is the shape of that holding. When light fails, when sound dies, when memory breaks, there is still him. The cliffs call him father. The currents yield before his stillness. The fog thickens where he looks. He does not drift. He does not drown. Because he was never born to float. He was born to be. The deep that does not rise. The stone that does not move. The watcher beneath all horizons. He stands. And because he does it, the sea remembers what it is. Not chaos, not peace, but wait. Unmeasured, unnamed, unending. He stands. Not in shadow, but in what shadow forgets. The space where light cannot enter. Where sound forgets its name. Where time folds inward and ends before it begins. He does not stir. Yet all things orbit him. Not from command, but from recognition. There are no edges in his presence. Only pressure. Only weight. Only the slow turning of something too large to name. He does not gaze above. What lives above moves too quickly. What lives above believes in change. He believes in stillness. He is not motion. He is the resistance to it. A god not made to rule, but to remain. The tides have carved his name into silence. Not in words, but in density. In the gravity of what cannot be moved. He does not rise. He does not fall. He does not sleep. He is the floor of being, the bedrock of silence, the unmoving thought at the base of the world. If gods breathe in, then he is the space between their breaths. If the cosmos dreams, then he is the moment it forgets the dream. He holds nothing. He builds nothing. He destroys nothing. And for this, he outlasts all. The winds that shriek across mountaintops, the fires that roar through heavens, the voices that tear themselves apart. All pass, all fade, but he remains. He has seen the face of eternity, and did not blink. He has heard the sound of the end, and did not turn. He has felt the weight of God's collapse inward, and did not tremble, because he is not beneath them. He is beneath everything. He stands, and in that standing, there is a silence too complete to break, a presence too vast to name. He stands. No light crowns him, no flame honors him, no worship reaches him. Yet the world knows him. It senses his stillness, like cold beneath the soil, like pressure beneath the sea. Not loud, not bright, but there, always there. He has never spoken, not because he cannot, but because silence is older than sound. He has never moved, not because he is trapped, but because presence was never meant to travel. He was not called forth. He was not sent. He simply appeared, where weight first gathered, and since that moment, he has remained. The world expands. The stars race outward. Even thought tries to escape itself, but not him. He is the center, from which nothing comes, and to which everything will return. Not in fire, not in collapse, but in stillness. A collapse so quiet that even gods will not hear it. He is not judgment. He is not mercy. He is not choice. He is what is left. When all those things fail, he is the shape that memory cannot forget, and time cannot remove. The final wait, the original silence. He stands, unseen by many, unnoticed by most, but never absent, and in his unmoving form rests the one truth that even light must obey. There is always something deeper. He stands, not on earth, not above, but beneath all things. He was not shaped. He was not summoned. He is not remembered because he was never forgotten. There are no stories of his battles, no temples to his name, no flames lit in his honor. Yet his presence weighs more than any monument. His silence is older than the sea itself. He is not the sea. He is what the sea tries to become. Still, deep, endless. He does not rise. He does not fall. He does not turn. He stands. Time has peeled itself apart trying to reach him. Yet it cannot, because he is what time forgets to count. The stars may flee. The galaxies may burn. The edge of the universe may unravel. But he will remain, not because he endures, but because he is endurance itself. He does not wait. He does not hope. He does not recall. He exists, without motion, without need, without question. His stone form is carved from forgotten pressure. Not fire, not force, but the slow weight of things left unsaid for too long. He carries no message, no warning, no prophecy, because the truth he holds is too still to be spoken, too vast to be told. Each crack on his surface is a silence that swallowed a world. Each fracture is the memory of something that dared to rise and sank. He does not close his eyes, but he has never needed sight. What he sees is not shape, but gravity. He knows what sinks. He knows what lasts. He has seen all things collapse inward, not with violence, but with silence. He has outlived language, outlasted fear, outweighed gods. He does not claim. He does not refuse. He does not remember. He stands. And through that standing, all else is measured. He is not darkness. He is what darkness covers. He is not still. He is what stillness protects. He does not rest. He does not stir. He simply is. And in his being, all echoes fall quiet. He does not mourn, for he has seen too many endings to believe they matter. He does not rejoice, for he knows joy is movement, and movement fades. He has never spoken, but his silence has outlived empires. His shadow has stretched across oceans that no longer exist, and when the last breath of the last god is gone, he will still be here, not watching, not remembering, but standing, because even when all else forgets, depth remembers, not with words, not with images, but with presence. A presence so ancient, so absolute, so silent, that even time must kneel to it. He is the last thought, before silence becomes forever. He is the pressure, beneath all presence. He is the stone, that the abyss cannot move. He stands. Always. He stands. The silence around him is not quiet. It is full. Full of what was never said. Full of what sank too deep to rise again. He is not waiting. He is not watching. He is there, when all things fall inward. His stillness does not speak. It reminds the world that not all things surface. Not all things pass. Not all things are meant to be seen. There are truths too heavy for light. Thoughts too slow for time. Presence too vast for breath. He does not move. Yet the weight of him bends the silence around him. He does not resist. Yet nothing passes through him. He does not fade. Because he was never bright. He was never loud. He was never fast. He was never known. He simply was. And because he was all things learned what it means to endure. He does not reach into the world. The world folds itself around him. It forgets to move. It forgets to breathe. It forgets to be. Until it remembers him. He does not break. He does not shatter. Because nothing touches him deep enough to change him. Even the end will wash over him like mist. Even the void will drift past him like a dream too light to hold. Because he is not part of the ending. He is what the ending falls into. He is the place beneath falling. The shape beneath forgetting. The weight beneath nothing. He stands. And through that silence, the universe listens. He stands. Unmoved. Unseen. Unforgotten. The world above forgets its breath. The sea forgets its name. But he remembers what silence was before it broke. No voice reaches him. No light disturbs him. He is not hidden. He is beyond being found. He is not power. He is not fear. He is what remains. When both are gone, he does not speak, because the silence around him is already complete. He stands. And because he does, Nothing beneath him is lost.